Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, April the 9th. Happy Easter to everybody out there. He has risen, and that's the most important thing. Beautiful sunny morning this morning. It's 8:37 right now. Camp was right there. Got a little bit of condensation. I'm down here by this creek. I kind of knew that was going to happen. Coughing all night long again. Maybe in the drier mountains it'll be better. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have went right here by this creek. Maybe I should have went back up into there a little bit. But I wanted to get away from everybody else. One, because I kind of like to camp away from everybody else. But two, is I didn't want to wake people up. Just about packed up. You can see my brown mocha. That's my Carnation Breakfast Essentials. And I add my packet of instant coffee to that. And then shake it up, and I'll drink that on the trail as I go. And that's worked really well for me. I didn't think that I would like that. I'd seen other hikers do it before on other videos. And I tried it one morning. I was like, man, this is the way to go. Quick, easy breakfast, lots of energy. Day 17 out here on the trail. Wow, I cannot believe it's already day 17. It's passed so fast. Trying to get a 10-mile day in. It's going to be a climb all day. It's probably going to be a rough day. Thank you for all the support. I noticed my daughter released episode day 5 and day 6. Day 6 was going into Mount Laguna. That was a fun day. I remember I got to FaceTime with my buddy Guy, and I remember that I got stopped by the rangers and checked for permit, which was cool, talking to them. They were super nice, and just making it into Mount Laguna right there before the freaking storm hit was just going in that restaurant and getting a hot cup of coffee. That was, oh man, it still brings a smile to my face. And all the hikers were in there. They were playing this music like it was in France or something, because I think the owner's actually from France. But it's just, it's hard to explain. You just have to go into that restaurant. You hear everybody just talking, the noise of people talking, and that music, like you were in a mountain retreat up in the Alps or something. You know, it was really cool. And yeah, I feel really great today. Also texted with my good buddy Don this morning. Just somebody that I really always looked up to. So it was super hearing from him this morning on a text. And then all my other friends and everybody that text constantly and give me support. And man, it means the world to me. Thank you very much. Start of day 17, Easter Sunday. Beautiful, beautiful day. Whole crew. We sat around here and ate last night. Trail is right here. My camping spot was right down there. Everybody else was up here. Great place, great camp spot. Right outside, 2 or 3 miles outside of Warner Springs. But for now, we're right back on this. And look at that, that's where we're headed. Climb all day. Be crossing this little creek down here several times. I feel good, my legs feel good. Let's see if I can cross this without falling on my face. Steady. That's one thing I've got to really get good at is crossing logs or creeks and stuff, and being able to balance that with the weight of the pack on your back. This right here is leaving mile 111 on the Pacific Crest Trail. It's like we're about to cross under this little bridge. This road, I don't know what highway this is. And we're gonna go up in the mountains. Got a bunch of shenanigans going on over here, because you know when you walk up and everybody's standing there with their phones out, something's about to happen. I guess they're just all trying to seize the moment. All right, here we go. Headed up there somewhere. Those mountains. The mountains are calling. That's what John Muir said. I believe him. Calling my name for a long time. It's like a magnet pulling me to the mountains. I need to buy that movie Jeremiah Johnson and download it. It's probably one of my favorite movies. If Quicksand was judging this table, he would take off for these benches because they're not that comfortable, but the table itself, he'd probably give it a solid 8. If you don't know who Quicksand is, he judged the tables on the Appalachian Trail. He does really good videos. Quicksand on the trail. All right, just crossed the creek again down there. I didn't film it. Slim Jim says we'll cross this creek a couple more times. So I'm still carrying really light on water. I just have a little bit of water. Pack feels great. The distribution of the weight between the hips and the shoulders seems perfect, spot on. Try to keep a balance of eating enough to have energy to keep going, but not eating enough to add weight. I want to dig into that fat storage and start getting rid of this belly and this excess weight that I'm carrying, which is just a product of me being a house cat instead of a alley cat out there. But boy, this is really pretty up here. All right, carrying on. I mentioned house cat before any of you jump on here and say, oh, that's your trail name, house cat. Turtle Wolf back there at Laguna Lodge, I was telling a story about me coming out here all fat and out of shape and have to work my way into shape, and that at home I was a house cat, everything taken care of, and you know, I didn't have to struggle for anything. Everything was easy for me. So he's like, yeah, your trail name's House Cat. And I was like, nah, I can't take House Cat. The reason why is because one of my dearest friends worked in my unit with me. And I told him, I said, man, you know, when you were in my unit, I had you trained up. You were an alley cat out there surviving in the night. And now you're in an office doing paperwork. You're like a house cat. And he embraced that, and he would send me pictures of a cat sitting on a table or something, you know, licking his paws, and just big old fat sassy cat. I'd send him back same stuff. Just cracks me up, you know. He's just a super funny guy. Just will absolutely have you rolling. But so I call him House Cat from time to time. So I couldn't take his name, but I kind of got a trail name. Haven't completely 100% embraced it. I'll let you guys know what it is. You'll have to stay tuned if I completely embrace it. All right, it's 12:10. Leaving this little oasis right here under this tree. Just took a water break, not lunch, even though it's noon. Just water, drink like 1.5 liters. It's me and Slim Jim and Silka right now. Well, we were waiting on Caretaker, but he hasn't shown up yet. There was also Thomas and Steffi from Germany showed up. They were here when I got here. They passed me and I got a picture with them. Ponce and Jerome. Jerome is from France. They showed up. And Reese from Idaho, who was also here for a while. So we had quite a few here, just kind of taking in some water. Here at the creek, we've still got like maybe a mile up before our last water source, so I'm just carrying a little bit over 1 liter. That should give me a mile easily, and that way I don't have to carry all that weight uphill. We get to follow this little creek here, I think, quite a ways up the mountain. Might be tempted to jump in there. That'd be a good spot to just kind of lay in the water right there. That feels pretty good, actually. Nice and cool. Try to not get a lot of sand in my shoes, but that water is cold. Feels good. Good. We're getting wet no matter what on there, so not a big deal. All right, this is the trail here. Been following this creek, crossed it a couple times. 2 more crosses on this creek. Kind of deep in the middle. A little over a calf, probably up to knee. You'll see an example of persistence. This this tree growing, splitting a rock and growing right up out. That's see the bottom of the tree as it comes up. That's pretty cool. This is our last creek crossing. We'll get this knocked out. It's a character builder. Humble me a little bit. I was thinking I was getting stronger. It's gonna humble me right here. Onward, upward, northward. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. Sounds like we're gonna cross this again over here. Far Out didn't talk about another crossing. That showed to be the last one, but guess they decided to throw a little obstacle course for us in addition to convincing us to carry extra water. So let's throw some trees down here and let the hikers climb over them. And I know, man, it looks really, really easy. And I say, man, I could one skip, little shuffle, skip, jump. I'm over that in a second. But put a pack on, put the water weight on there, and it's different. Oh, jeez. Just rolled my ankle in a hole. Ooh, hadn't done that for a while. It'll be all right. Take me a minute to recover from it. Trekking pole caught me, thank goodness. Rolled it right down there. Just walked this far, I'm okay. It's just the way my ankles are. They'll roll easy, but generally it's just a short, intense pain, and then I'm okay. I'll walk it out. It may be sore later on, but it's, I don't even remember what I was talking about. It don't even matter. There you have it. That's life on the trail. I mean, that's firsthand reality. You're gonna roll your ankle, you're gonna stub your toe, you're gonna catch your foot on a rock and trip forward. I've already done all those things, because when you get tired, you drag your feet, or at least I do. I'm hoping we'll continue slow incline. There's a saddle right up there. We'll just top off over the top. Look into a beautiful valley with beautiful flowers and a flowing stream and maybe a little cottage to the side, and they're cooking a hamburger over there for us. That's what I'm hoping for. I'll let you know if I find that little fantasy land. I don't know where the trail's taking me. I'll keep you updated. We are in this together, in it to win it. You either go back or you go up. I'm not going back. Boy camp sounds good to me. All right, we'll get there in a little bit. I'm really looking for a spot that's got some shade that I can sit down, take a break, take my pack off, and eat something. That's what I need to do. That's kind of my focus. This pack is feeling heavier and heavier as I go up. All right, just had a pleasant conversation with Barbara. She's from Canada, and she ran me down on the trail here. I'm probably 0.5 or 4 from this campsite, but I hear some water running up here, so might be a spot in this group of trees here to take a little break. All right, this was lunch spot. Not shaded, exposed, but got to eat some food, so I feel a little bit better. We're rolling on down the trail. I don't know how far we're gonna go at this point. It's still really, really hot. Switchback after switchback. This is by far turned out to be the hardest day. Trying to find a place to just pitch our ground sheet over the top and create a little shade and just wait out the major heat, and then hike some more later on this evening. Just don't really want to do. I'd rather get to camp, but we're going so slow in this heat. All right, it is 5:20, and I'm getting ready to leave this spot. This is where we took a little rest, put up our sunblock. Definitely paid off. It definitely helped me a lot as far as trying to cool my body down. Still hot out here, but my body has cooled down. About 2.3 miles to where I plan to camp. So just gonna take it easy. The sun should be slowly going down. and it will not be as intense as it was earlier. So I do have spots of shade like this right here. So that's the plan. That's where I'm at. Still headed to camp. Not as many miles I wanted today, but it was rough. Had to put some music and power through this last 2.5 miles. Look at that, it's really pretty. There's a car down there and there's a guy down there walking around naked. I don't know what he's doing. It looked like he was naked. Weird. I don't know if you can see it in the video without me turning you to the sun, but it's just full on sun exposure. It's got a little bit of a breeze now. Even with the sun, the breeze helps a bunch. I'm gonna walk you into the sun, but maybe you'll get a great view. It's a view I want to remember, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Wow. Magnificent. 6:25. Hoping to get to camp in the next 30 minutes. I hate looking at how far it is. It's hard to tell how far you've gone out here on the trail. Switchbacks and everything. But I hope to be there by 7. Maybe I can get set up before it's sun goes down. It's dark. Long day. Long day. Here we are up top. We've got Barbara from Canada down there. We got old Slim Jim here. We got Silka from Germany. And I'm gonna do my dip and tuck. And I'm gonna head down this little hill here, and there's gonna be a campsite down here somewhere where they can't hear me coughing and yakking and snoring. It feels good to be into camp. A little quicker than I thought. I thought maybe 7, but it's 6:45. Oh yeah, that's camp for the night, baby. Feels good to be here. Let's get this tent set up. I'm not gonna film any of that. I'm just too tired to mess with it. All right, I hope this don't blind you. I'm gonna close out the video for tonight. April the 9th, day 17, 8.3 miles today. Brutal hot. The sun as it's coming down, just tearing into me. I did take that rest in the middle, late afternoon. Ate lunch late, so I did not eat dinner. I'm just not hungry. And then I'm gonna eat a good breakfast in the morning instead. So hard, probably my hardest day today, honestly. And I think we have a couple more days of just this hard stuff before we can get into Paradise Valley Cafe and then figure out our plans for Mount San Jacinto and how we're going to get around that. Got to talk to my wonderful wife tonight, FaceTimed her from my campsite here, and was on the phone with her when the sun set over the valley, over the mountains across the valley, so that was pretty cool. I'm down here off the ledge, kind of by myself. The rest of the crew is up top. Everybody but caretaker, he's somewhere else down the mountain. He didn't make it up this far. Hopefully he'll catch up in the next couple of days. It's 8 o'clock now, which is way past what I'm normally going to sleep. So I'm going to end this here, get everything transferred and loaded on the phone, and get those chores done. And then I'm off to bed. So I guess wait and see in the morning. Happy Easter to everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful day, spent it with family, had a good time. Remember the reason that we celebrate Easter. Make sure you remember that, your thoughts and prayers, and say a prayer for all your close friends and loved ones. So from mile 119.6, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but somewhere in that area on top of a mountain. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful spot I have. It's going to take a while for the sun to peek up over the other side of this hill, this mountain, to get to me. but that's okay. I had that beautiful sunset, and that was amazing. This may be one of my favorite camp spots. I don't know how I'm gonna rate them, but thank you for watching, and we'll get back with you in the morning.